jerk, I think a lot of people go, yeah, but that's part and parcel to be this strong leader, and he's getting things done. And if you didn't know the facts and you watched that State of the Union, it was very effective. And the showmanship, you know, that pulled out every stop with the medals and the Marine being reunited. I mean, that's what he does. And it's going to be hard to beat. If this is a superhero movie, my favorite kind, this is the moment when Superman is on the ground. You know, the kryptonite has weakened him, and I don't know how we get to the end of the movie. I know when a superhero movie happens, because they always win, but this is life. I don't know how we get from here this week to that place November 3rd where he's defeated and leaves, which of course I don't think he's going to do.
And how do you cover somebody who's been normalized like that? Because surely part of the humor, you need people to feel outraged.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not hard to point out the myriad flaws he has and the crazy things he does, and it's still fodder for comedy. I'm not worried about the comedy. There's more comedy in this man than any 6 presidents. Presidents usually have one thing about them. You know, Bush was dumb, we said, and Clinton was horny, and Chris Christie's overweight, whatever it is. This guy's everything. You know, he's horny, and he's a racist, and he's a criminal, and he's fat, and he's got crazy hair, and Stormy Daniels. It just never ends with this guy. So I'm not worried about the comedy. I'm worried about the country. And I don't, you know, the other depressing thing about this week was, you know, at his best moment, the Democrats they just look like the gang who can't shoot straight or can't run straight. And if they can't get their act together soon, it's going to be over before it begins. I mean, he won last time with nothing, and now he's got money, and, you know, he's been president, and as I say, he's normalized to a lot of people. I saw 44% of Democrats think Democrats are going to win. No, we can't.
One of the things that I was struck by, I had Jared Kushner on it last week, and he said, don't forget, 2% of the people who disapproved of Mitt Romney voted for him. 15% of the people who disapproved of Donald Trump voted for him in 2016.
Yeah.
In other words, I think people are forgetting that there are a lot of people who do think that Trump as a character is, you know, does lots of vulgar things that they wouldn't approve of. But
yeah,
when it's time to vote,
that's just him.
Yeah.
You know, that's and he is authentic in that way. You know, he's authentically an a-hole. You know, and people like in an age that is absent facts and a lot of education, authenticity rules the day. That's why Bernie Sanders also does so well. He's authentic. People know that I think that's why he wound up ahead of Elizabeth Warren. We saw her for a long period of time, and she came off looking less authentic than he is.
You know, there was a moment where, if you remember, Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, was caught sort of making fun of Trump, and they asked Trump about it the next day. And Trump was completely honest in the sense of saying, yeah, I thought he was a two-faced, you know. That, to me, gets at Trump's authenticity, where he's not pretending to be he doesn't play president. He makes this point in his campaign rallies. I am the real thing. You're seeing the real thing.
Yeah, he never makes a concession to what somebody else wants him to be. And I keep saying here that in an age when everything is completely binary, you're either red team or blue team. Everything that a blue player does goes in the blue bin. And then everybody on the blue team has to answer for that. So Trump doesn't have to be popular. Listen to what he always says. You have no choice. That's just, you have to vote for me. Because he's saying, yeah, you may not like me. I may be crude and vulgar and horrible, but they're crazy. And there's a lot of stuff in that blue bin that is crazy. And people read it every week, just these things, these too far out left wokey stuff. And you know, Obama said it, just people are just looking for, don't do crazy stuff. Don't say crazy stuff. Because we all get tagged with it. And then they go, yeah, I don't like Trump, but he's right, I gotta vote for him. They're nuts.